Hello and welcome to another video. So in this envelope is details of the art course that I'm going to. It starts next week, which is May the 11th. This video will be put up a long time after that, so that's just my booking confirmation sheet. Just a little letter saying thank you for coming. I wish I could get this right. Then this is about the optional starter packs, which I will be getting one of. These pages are sticking together, I don't know what it is. That's about the optional starter pack which I'll get. So there we are. Seasoned art class. I will show you what we will be doing. So, week 1, introduction and drawing. It's finally arrived. We will begin with a cup of tea. So I think I'll probably have to take one of my green tea bags with me and get settled in. Don't worry, we won't be asking you to stand and introduce yourselves. We'll just crack straight on with the fun stuff. You may have ordered a starter pack on your first day from us or brought along your own materials. Either way, there'll be a quick introduction to the different types of pencils and paper you have and how we are about to use them. We will begin with various exercises to get everyone started on the right track using your new pencils correctly, and looking at things in a new way, the way an artist would. We will do a small study first, concentrating on shapes and outlines, then shading and highlighting to produce a hand-drawn picture that looks around almost three-dimensional. By the end of today, you will know all about hatching and other pencil techniques, setting a ground tonal values, setting a ground tonal values, form ellipses, your graphite levels in your pencils, and how to get proportions with sighting. So that's a lot of what we've just been talking about in the London Art College course. Week 2, drawing. We will be broaching scale today. Perspective and enlarging are two very useful tools when creating your own artwork later on. This is a 2-part lesson today where you will be shown formal perspective methods and draw the inside of a simple room with windows, doors and furniture. This is how Van Gogh got started. In the second half of this class, you will be shown how to enlarge a picture using the grid method, something artists have used for centuries. By the end of the lesson, you will have created... Why does the light keep changing like that? By the end of the lesson, you will have created 2 great pencil drawings to be proud of, and there's nothing to stop you from adding colour to these later if you wish. Week 3, drawing. Today is figure drawing and demonstrations. Don't worry, no nude life models involved. We are drawing faces and figures using very similar methods to that of Leonardo da Vinci. Today you will be shown the artist-rigid set of rules for getting all the correct proportions and then how to bring them to life. Once you know the secret, it's so much easier. That sounds fun. Week 4, oil pastel, the chef. Something new today with an oil pastel figurative project. Oil pastel is a medium which lends its style to a more impressionistic approach. Oil pastel is often used as a colour study before doing a painting in acrylic or oils. We are looking at lighting and colour, applying in newsmarks for the pizza chef as a subject and other workers in the hospitality industry since it's holiday season. But if you should like to try a portrait of someone you know, please bring a photo in. Today we are in week 5, yes, oil pastel again. Amalfi Coast lemon grove. Today we are in a charming lemon grove somewhere in the Amalfi Coast. Imagine that warmy lemony scent. The chunky nature of the oil pastels gives you no option but to edit out the fine details you can see in this scene, and in doing so create a very appealing piece. a very appealing piece. The light shining through the vines and the shadow cast give you a good lesson in light sources, and we show you an interesting colour combination to make the subject matter really stand out. Week 6, Watercolour, Misty Mountains. You are finally ready to take the next step. We are going to be painting with watercolour today. We covered the colour wheel, mixing your watercolours, brush types, and the different techniques and effects that you can achieve. We will start with a simple monochrome misty mountain painting and a simple lemon project to do between drying times. So you can try out your new techniques. There'll be lots of guidance along the way. Good. Week 7, Watercolour, the Green Man. Today we are looking at the exterior decorative architectural motifs found across Britain and other European cities. We have chosen the Green Man for our demo. However, you may prefer a gargoyle, cherub or lion, or something more modern. Whichever you choose, this project looks at how to paint various types of stone and how to get the textures running through it. And it also teaches you how to add artistic license to your pieces to make them more interesting and characterful. Week 8, Watercolour, the Hacienda. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. Spain, Mexico or California. Today's watercolour project is a majestic Spanish-style villa. This session follows on from the perspective lessons earlier in this course and techniques from the suggestive watercolour sessions, with something slightly more challenging, focusing on the warm tones, dazzling sunlight and shadows cast in the bright summer sun. Week 9, Acrylics, Elephant and a Calf. We begin this module with a lovely project which shows you how to paint using layers and working from back to front and drawing upon previously learned techniques. So the elephants are in proportion good. Simple geometric shapes are used for the underdrawing, and negative space is to help with positioning. The final layers are more detailed, with the lightest tints and darkest shades for their expressive eyes and wrinkled skin in a painterly style. Acrylics, Week 10, Impasto Sunflower. It's a day to practice the palette knife technique, using vibrant colour harmony with the yellow, tertiary yellow, orange, red, orange and pinks. You'll be sculpting and using the Scrovitio technique to paint a gorgeous sunflower. Also, we are focusing on a wet in wet technique, working one section at a time so as not to smudge the thick paint, and to allow the colours to blend on the surface for an oil paint effect, even though we are working in acrylics. Exciting techniques in this lesson. In this session, Week 11, Acrylics, Greek window box. In this picturesque Greek scene, we use complementary colour harmony bathed in dappled light from the sunlight shining through the leaves of plants we can't see. Dappled light is quite challenging to paint because the leaves combine to make many tiny pinholes cameras, which then produce multiple images of the sun's light on surfaces nearby, which is especially tricky as the surface is also uneven. This great lesson gives you a whole new set of skills, and it's a lovely subject for painting shadow and light. Week 13, Acrylics, Nighttime in Provence. This is what I want. This final acrylic session is your chance to paint the subject matter in your own way, using the acrylic tools of your choice. This course has taken you through a variety of styles from realism to impressionism to semi-abstract, and though we have demonstrated this composition in our chosen style, this is your chance to apply many of the techniques and painting styles we have covered and really make this piece your own. Our demo will of course give you a head start with the basic things you need to know when painting buildings, figures within the scene, shadows and lights glowing in the dark, and this is your time to be inspired. That was Week 12. Week 13, Mounting your work, Enhancing your masterpiece. Today you will need to bring your entire portfolio of coursework back into class because we are going to do something exciting. With the help of your tutor, each of you will pick your favourite pieces of artwork and you will be shown how to mount them with temporary, easily detachable sugar paper window mounts, so that it looks professional and showcases your art off to its very best. Week 14, Exhibition and Celebration. The more the merrier. We will ask you to come and meet us at 3 o'clock on this day, and this exhibition will run from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. Refreshments and nibbles included. Over these last few weeks, you and your new friends have created your very own portfolios, each containing several pieces of original artwork, and your favourite pieces are mounted. This is your chance to meet your fellow classmates from the other session, and to see the work mounted and all displayed together, so you can stand back and look at what you have all achieved and how far you have come from that very first day. Be sure to invite your family, friends and neighbours, and we will be issuing each of you with a new graduation certificate to take home and keep. You will be able to collect your work at the end of the event and proudly take your new portfolio home. And that is it. So, that sounds very exciting. So that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!